What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. It is Sunday, the 21st of February, and this is SITREP 58. So I hope everybody's doing okay out there. It's been kind of a weird week. Like nothing really significant to report, just a lot of little stuff. So hopefully you find it interesting. It's just a week in my life. So here we go. So the first thing I want to turn you guys on to, so God's first. So there's a dude, well, actually there's a band called Skillet. You probably heard of them. But anyway, the lead guitarist, John Cooper. And John Cooper has a podcast called Cooper Stuff. And I kind of stumbled onto it, and he's got some good content. It's kind of, current, like relevant stuff, I should say, which is cool. He's easy to follow. He's actually a really articulate and intelligent guy. And excuse me, I get a drink here. And so I just kind of took to him and the way he gets his message across. So I really like his podcast. I'll put a link below. Cooper Stuff. Yeah, if you just need a couple moments to get your God on, I recommend checking him out. But he's also, so Skillet is still together, and they're coming out. They just came out with an album, or they're coming out with another one very, very soon. He's also started this other band called, what's it called? Fight the Fury. And it turns out the lead guitarist from Skillet, Seth Morrison, is also in this band, Fight the Fury. And apparently they can only get, like, because of the label, I think they're signed with Atlantic, they can only get so like shred and hard, like hard rock, with the band Skillet. And John wanted to kind of expand the the focus of the band and get a little bit harder. And so Fight the Fury technically is not a Christian band. A lot of Christian influence and stuff, but it's definitely a lot harder. Different time signatures and stuff. So it's pretty decent from what I've heard so far. But he also he put out a book recently too. Right here, and I got that. I started to read it, and just like him, the way he comes across on his podcast, the book is also, it's really interesting, and it's about what's going on right now with PC culture and all that crap, and it's an easy read. So I read the first chapter, and it's pretty good. So I'll put a link to it's johnlcooper.com is his website, and you can get the book there or check it out. I'll put that link in the description as well. So that's it for God for this week. Projects. I try and stay busy around the house. If you watched any of my older videos, I try and stay busy. So this week, for whatever reason, the exhaust fan in my daughter's bathroom died. So you hit the switch and you just get a buzz. So I figured it's easiest to measure the opening that's already cut in the ceiling. Those things are only screwed into one joist, which makes sense, right? So I bought the replacement fan at the big box store. It was $15. I kind of should have known better, but that was the only one they had that was that size. It's 7 1/4 by 7 1/2 inches. So I bought this thing, And luckily, there's 3 wires. It was pretty easy. The wiring was pretty easy. Getting this thing out of that hole, the old one out of the hole, was a little bit of a challenge because it fits up in there perfectly, right? And the guys that put the fan in, you know, they put it in when the house was built. So, you know, obviously at the luxury, there was no insulation over it, you know, none of that. I'm working around the toilet, the sink, and cabinet, and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, it's a decent fan, and you know, worked first try and everything. The problem is it's pretty loud, like it's really loud. And doing research, if you want to get, I found some online that are like 6 times quieter than this one, but you get what you pay for, right? This is $15. The really decent ones are like $60 or something and up. So I'm kind of thinking now, man, it was, you know, it wasn't a walk in the park putting this thing up there. It wasn't too bad, but I mean, you know, given my current state of you know, physical whatever, it's not like I'm in a rush to get up there and do it again. As a matter of fact, I bought 2 of them because the one in our bathroom is loud, and I was thinking about replacing that, hoping that these were quieter, but I don't think they are. So now I'm probably gonna turn this second one in that I bought. I'll just, you know, turn that in and get a refund. And thinking about, you know, getting one of the more expensive ones that's quieter for me and my wife's bathroom, the master. I don't want my daughter to think that, you know, it was skewed and I did that on purpose. It's just the way it worked out. Proven by the fact that I bought 2 of the same one. But if I have my druthers, I'm gonna put a nicer one in. So I'm sorry, baby, but that's just the way it is. And one other thing I did too is I replaced, I'm not gonna say I replaced the grout, but I repaired the grout in both bathrooms too. So luckily my daughters just needed one corner where the wall met the floor, just one side. It was a long side. Her shower is really elongated. Like I think originally the house probably came with a bath shower combo, and all the bathrooms were updated. The whole house was, so I think they ripped that out and they put just a, you know, a long shower stall in there, just all tile, and you step right into it. It's almost a walk, and it's pretty nice. So anyway, one of the longer sides was I wasn't happy with it. It didn't look like it was. I wasn't sure if it was, you know, holding water or repelling water properly. So I got my my oscillating saw, cut that out with the right blade. When you have the right tool, it's easy, right? It took like 10 minutes to chop this stuff out. So I got the kind of grout you just put in a caulk gun, and which made it really easy. There's no digging it out of a tin and putting it on something else and grabbing it and packing it in. You just shoot it right in the crack with your caulk gun. It was awesome. And then I remember when I was renting the house, we lived in this house for like 5 years before we bought it, and we rented. And the landlord sent her fix-it guy over to replace the floors in both shower stalls, and he matched it up pretty good. The tile, it's one of those like 1.5 inches. It has the linen backing. It's about like a foot. It's all attached. Like a 12-inch by 12-inch piece. You slap it down, and then you put in one, you know, like tile. Putting out tile, right? Like bigger tile, but it's little tiny ones. Anyway, but there was huge. Like if he put any grout in, he put in minimal grout. Or we put in the right amount of grout, but he wiped it too hard with the sponge, so it pulled all the. It didn't have much grout in there. That's the bottom line. There was hardly any grout between the tiles, and it actually was like a little uncomfortable on your feet. And that's in both showers. So I decided, you know what, just go ahead and replace the grout on the flooring in both of the showers. So I did that, and then I sealed both stalls. So I just finished that up yesterday evening, and that came out really decent, so we're pretty happy with that. So that's it for projects for this past week. Next is new subs, new subscribers. There's been a bunch of them, but the only one I could see by name is Joel Higgins. So hey Joel, welcome aboard. Appreciate you subbing to the channel. I actually checked out your channel. Your son is quite a gamer there. I don't know if you accidentally subbed to me, maybe. I don't know what's going on there, but if it was you, hey, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. And everybody else, thank you too. My grill, check this out. My grill died, so here, check it out. So we had the standard grill, out back, and I used to grill quite a bit, kind of like the grill master, But I went to bust it out this season, and we just hadn't grilled a whole lot. And I just wanted to try it, and it was just rusted out bad. I mean, the grill itself was rusted out, the cooking surface. The whole frame was messed up. All the gas ports were all rusted out, and so I had to get rid of it. So what I'm doing right now is I'm grilling, believe it or not. So I'm sitting here at my laptop in my house, and I'll show you. Check this out. Out there is the patio. Can you see that right there? See it? Yeah, that's chicken. That's chicken on the grill, baby. Let's go check it out. Let's go see. What's that? So this thing here, look at that right there. Come on now. What is this thing? It's a panini maker slash, who makes it? I don't even know. So you got griddle on this side, you got grill panini on that side. Right now we got it on griddler. It's a griddler is the name of the thing. I can't remember who makes it. Let me see. There you go, it's upside down. Griddler by, who is that? Cuisinart. So if it goes down flat like that, pretty sweet. And you just take your tongs. There it is. Look at that. So yeah, it's electric. You don't get like the same flavor and everything, right? But I mean, in a pinch, this is a big salad for us tonight. So we like to have this Lowry's marinade, and it's got ginger. It's a ginger marinade. It's so awesome. Just griddle these bad boys up, or grill them up, I should say, griddler, and then just dice them up, throw them in the salad, and it's good. It's good. So yeah. All right. At the end, I decided to switch it up, and I flipped it over so I get those nice grill marks on it, those nice grill sear marks. Let's see. Let's take a peek. Oh, look at that. Almost got the panini looking marks, huh? That looks good. Good. And critter updates. So, there's no critters on the trail cams out there. We just I don't know if it's because of the weather. The weather's been kind of up and down. We had some rainy days, so for whatever reason, the wildlife doesn't seem to be moving. Don't know why. Dude, I don't know what's up with this squirrel. The squirrel just will not go away. So, guy came last time and he now this is Monday the 15th. He came, he sealed up 3 of the 4 entryways that the squirrel could use to get up in the soffit. And then he put a bunch of gel up, this pepper gel, and pried the soffit up. And lo and behold, the squirrel must have gone out, gotten the gel, but somehow it went back up and it knocked the piece of screen out, and the soffit closed behind it. So now it couldn't get out. So it was trapped up there until the guy came back yesterday. So this time he sealed up the 3 entryways, including the main entryway that it had been using, and he put a one-way door on the other side. So now for sure, when the squirrel goes out, it can't get back in. At least that's what we hope. And it's pretty interesting how they seal up these entryways. It's not just concrete. It's actually pretty interesting. So they take this metal, like chicken wire screen, and they make a small wedge out of it, and then they put down this black, I mean this expanding foam. It's not like the stuff. The stuff really expands a lot. The stuff that doesn't expand a whole lot. So they put that along the roof line, and they put that along the soffit. And now when they put that wedge in there, and they go from the wedge to the soffit, the stuff adheres to the soffit, and it gets down inside of the grate of the wire. And on the bottom side, it adheres to the shingles, and it also goes through the wire. So now that thing can't get moved in or out, right? Then they come back and they fill in the rest of it with concrete, so it can't chew. Nothing can chew into that stuff. So that's $500. That's the trade secret. That's how they secure your soffits, believe it or not. Anyway, so he left Friday, and we figured out, okay, this thing has been trapped up there. It's going to need to get out and get food and water. So no later than Saturday evening, this thing should be gone. We shouldn't hear any more noise. Well, that was kind of the case until today. The noise is back. So my daughter heard it this afternoon at like 4 o'clock, 3:30, something like that. So I don't know what is up with this critter. I don't know if it's getting in somewhere else, or it's trapped up there, or is it a different squirrel. I don't know what's going on. But anyway, this thing is driving me out of my mind. And then this is Abby. So Abby got spayed, and my wife got this. I don't know what this thing is. Some kind of pressure suit or something that's supposed to, I don't know, make her feel better, or hold her belly in so she can kind of. But anyway, this is what happened when we first put it on her. I felt so bad for her. So on the health side, I've been feeling okay. It's kind of the same, right? I get that midday fatigue. The last day or two, I've been getting much more pain swallowing. I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah, that's a familiar old pain. It's back. I hope it's just an anomaly. Maybe I slept with my mouth open or something. I hope that's not going to be permanent, because that pain sucks. After I had Keytruda on the 18th, my second infusion of that, during a discussion with the doc, I told her that, where my pain is mostly, and she was concerned. It sounds like she's concerned that it might be in my gallbladder or something, cancer. The next day after I had my Keytruda infusion, I think it was the 19th, I went and I had an abdominal CAT scan with contrast. So I haven't heard anything back from that yet. And the same day, I also went in and had a full-blown hearing test, because, like I said before, I'm just about completely deaf in my right ear now. So, and they said I have water on the ear. So they gave me some nasal stuff for that. But I don't think that's the end of that. I think once the audiologist sends a report, I'd anticipate that the doc is I'm gonna get some other medication or something. But anyway, the audiologist went and looked at me the day I had my Keytruda, looked at my ear and said it looked like she thought it was in my tube. But the audiologist that gave me the hearing test the next day said that she thought it was in my eardrum, in my middle ear. So, like I said, probably more to follow on that. And last but not least, guys, now this comes with a heavy heart. So I started the company Black Stripe Drone, as you know, a photography company, and unfortunately, shortly or right around the same time I started the company, I found out that I was terminally ill, and my cancer came back and spread. So I didn't put any effort into anything, any kind of marketing or anything like that, and so lo and behold, I haven't got any phone calls or any emails to do any photography. So it's time to make the tough decisions, because the company is costing me money each month, and it's not a whole lot of money, but I think at this point, any cost is just not prudent. So I am about 95% sure that I'm going to cut bait and shut down the company. Once I decide not to be a business enterprise, I don't dare do any flying for business, because you're just opening yourself up to lawsuits and stuff. So it's just not worth it. So I hope you guys are doing well out there. I know, holy crap, Texas got snow. It's like sustained snow. That is crazy. If any of you guys from out there, man, I hope everybody's okay. Be safe, be warm. Hopefully you got food and water and stuff. But yeah, that's it, guys. Take care, and we'll talk to you next time. All right.